We have reassessed the prospects for growth for 2020 and 2021. It is now clear that we have entered a recession as bad or worse than in 2009. We do project recovery in 2021. In fact, there may be a sizable rebound, but only if we succeed with containing the virus everywhere and prevent liquidity problems from becoming a solvency issue. A key concern about a long-lasting impact of the sudden stop of the world economy is the risk of a wave of bankruptcies and layoffs that not only can undermine the recovery, but can erode the fabric of our societies. To avoid this happening, many countries have taken far-reaching measures to address the health crisis and to cushion its impact on the economy, both on the monetary and on the fiscal side. The G20 yesterday reported fiscal measures totaling some $5 trillion, or over 6% of global GDP. It is very important for those ahead in taking action to share their experience with those still behind. To support this, last night the IMF launched a policy actions tracker for 186 countries to help us all see who is doing what. We will be updating this information regularly. We'll provide country-specific analysis in line with our surveillance mandate. And I invite you to visit our website, imf.org, where you will find the policy tracker. Our members are asking us to do more, do it better, do it faster than ever before, and do it in collaboration with the World Bank and other international financial institutions, which we fully embrace. So, how can we meet these challenges? First, we are proposing to double our emergency financial capacity, simplify our processes, fill the gap in our concessional financing. Second, we are reviewing our lending instruments to see what might be missing in the context of this crisis so that we can respond appropriately. For example, can we expand the use of precautionary credit lines? Can we bring forward short-term liquidity provisions? What we want is countries to approach the fund and access the tools they require for the needs they have. The sooner they do it, the sooner they obtain necessary financing, the sooner they implement good policy, the better chance we have to contain the damage and move towards recovery. Third, many of our member countries are faced with rapidly building pressures on debt, which they need to address. On that note, our board yesterday approved changes in the application of the Catastrophe Containment and Relief Trust, which can provide some debt relief to our poorest member countries. We are seeking support from the membership to increase the capacity of the CCRT. We have received pledges of support from the UK, Japan, and China, and we hope others to join quickly. Last but definitely not least, we need urgently to secure the borrowing capacity of the fund through the new arrangements to borrow and bilateral borrowing arrangements. In this context, it is very encouraging that NAP approval is part of the US stimulus package that is before the US Congress. We need other countries that have not yet completed their domestic procedures to follow suit. So we have the whole 1 trillion lending capacity of the fund at the disposal of our members. We have seen an extraordinary spike in requests for IMC emergency financing. Over 80 countries have placed requests and more are likely to come. And normally we never have had more than a handful of requests at any one time. Yesterday, our executive board approved the first of those requests for the Kyrgyz Republic in a record fast disbursement. We also see a wide range of problems building up in emerging markets. And we use the meeting to zero on this group of countries. The spread of the virus, the shutdown of economies, capital outflows, and for commodity exporters, a price shock. Many of these emerging markets will experience a contraction as the necessary containment measures take hold. That would happen. And they are already shocked by reduced global demand for their exports, for tourism, for commodities, for manufactured goods that provide critical stream of foreign exchange. Our current estimate for the overall financial needs of emerging markets is $2.5 trillion. We believe this is on the lower end. We do know that their own reserves and domestic resources will not be sufficient.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.